Lt.Col.Edith Nakalema is a Ugandan military officer, born in Kashari village, Mbarara district in the western region of Uganda. She joined the Uganda People's Defence Force in 1999, where she rose to the rank of Major in the Special Forces Command, under the command of Muhoozi Kainerugaba. She graduated in August 2018 from the Higher Command and Staff course at the Joint Services Command and Staff College in Watchfield, Oxfordshire, United Kingdom, where she had been admitted in 2017. On women in governance. Briefly, tell us about yourself.
Myself. The name has been pronounced by the media in all forms, so I remain Lt.Col.Edith Nakalema, married to Lt.Col. Jime Ediasizwa. We have 3 children, and they are big. Our children are all teenagers, and I take care of 3 orphans. I would say that I have 3 biological and 3 adopted children, so I am a happy mother. Yes, and I'm serving in the UPDF. I'm in active service of Uganda People's Defence Forces, now seconded to State House, and I was privileged to have been picked on by His Excellency the President and the Commanding-Chief to be his personal assistant in 2013, December, and later I acted as a PPS for 3 years, until a time when he sent me for further studies. And I went and did my Advanced Command and Staff course at the UK Defence Academy in Shevenham, where I was also privileged to do my postgraduate studies with King's College London. So I am here, and by appointment I'm a Senior Presidential Advisor in charge of anti-corruption. So I am commonly known as the head of State House Anti-Corruption Unit currently, having worked in finance of the former Presidential Protection Unit. I was the OC Accounts. I later became the finance officer of the Presidential Guard Brigade, and I finally became the Director of Finance Special Forces Group, later Special Forces Command. So at the time when His Excellency the President honored me to appoint him to work very close to him, a privilege I will forever treasure, I was already director in the Special Forces Command, under the command of then Brigadier Muhoozi Kainerugaba, now the Lieutenant General of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. So I am a privileged person to have worked with key people. I'm forever grateful to my commanders in the military. They promoted me out of exemplary service, and I then was seconded to work with the Commander-in-Chief, a man I treasure, a revolutionary leader I love.
How did you receive the news of the position you hold?
The news of the position I hold now was again given to me directly by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda. Again, a muzei I treasure. You know, word muzei is respect. When we talk of muzei in our usual language here, it's like we are meaning the old. No, muzei in Kiswahili is a man of wisdom, high respect. So His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda called me when I was just 1 month back from the United Kingdom, where I had been for 14 months. And he said, now Nakalema, I'm going to give you a job to fight the thieves in this country, and you will not fight only in State House, it will be at national level. That was on 9th of September 2018. And it was a shock a bit. I was like, fight the thieves in which way? How? But because it was from the President and the Commanding-Chief, I said, yes, I will do it, because he will back me up with all that I need. He will, if I will need the human resource, he will guide me to get the best. If I will need the forces, I am one of them. So I said, thank you, Your Excellency, I am ready. So I grabbed it with enthusiasm. I said, I will do my best. And then he went and he was going to address a nation. I don't remember what it was, but in his address, then he read my mobile number to the entire country. And my mobile number started calling when he was still speaking. It has never stopped calling from that time, day and night. It is now part of the call center. So that's how I received the news. It was a bit of a shock, but I immediately overcame the shock by trusting the authority of His Excellency the President and the Commanding Chief. And my parent, who I have worked with, he has guided me, he has supported me, he's still guiding us, and we are grateful here at State House Anti-Corruption Unit.
How has the experience been since your election?
My experience has been, I wouldn't say good one, because there is always a bad side and a good one. Now, I tend to lean on the good side because I am a Christian. I believe in solving problems. We are co-creators with God Almighty because we are human beings. We are supposed to co-create with God. We work with Him. We reign with Christ once we are born again. So the bad part has been that people criticize even the good things that are supposed to help all of them. They're there criticizing, why was this unit even put in place? Why are they trying? Why are they disturbing? Why was Nakalema appointed of all people? But the good part has been that we have received very good cooperation from other anti-corruption agencies. You know, for us, our work at State House Anti-Corruption Unit, we are a coordinating unit. So we received good cooperation from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP. His Lordship, the Honorable Justice Mike Kibita, and his entire office received us and Uganda Police, being part of the forces that I serve in the UPDF, it was easy for me to immediately work with the Uganda Police through the IGP. And the IGG wasn't hard at all. She welcomed us, Her Lordship Irene Mliagonja, and then we got good cooperation from the Office of Auditor General, and Mr. John Mwanga is a great man. He himself called me first and said, Edith, we are going to support you. And then I also received good reception from the ED, PPDA, the ED, Financial Intelligence Authority. So the anti-corruption agencies gave us cooperation, and we have worked harmoniously, and we have been able to have to register success in our 14 months of operation. If at some stage maybe, or if not today, I'll give some statistics. So I disregard the criticism because the reception has been very good from the people who are in the fight, from the people who matter, from the good-willed citizens. We have received great cooperation from Uganda citizens everywhere we've been. So far we've been to 32 districts, and everywhere we've been, we have received great cooperation from wananchi, omuntu wa bulijjo. They receive us, they tell us what goes wrong there, and they give us every information that we ask. They support our investigations, and then, as I said, the Office of DPP has been very helpful, and we have taken people to courts of law because of the cooperation from both the wananchi and the agencies and ministries.
What are the challenges of a woman holding such an influential position?
Yes, the challenges of a woman being a mother with children who will always want their mother's attention at all times. It isn't easy in this work that I do, which also needs my presence full time. Corruption goes on all day, all night, every time there are calls coming through the call center helplines that were launched by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda. And if you will see on that screen, you'll find that we have statistical numbers that show the rates or the numbers of calls that we receive through direct calls. Then there are people who walk in here. In other words, the office is very demanding. This work, fighting corruption, is a challenge because corruption is in different shapes. It changes face, for lack of a better word. It is syndicated. You fight one direction, then there is always a challenge of failure to get witnesses in courts of law. The cases there, people don't want to come up and bear witness of what cases are reported. But again, as a woman, I have found out that we have the ability to even do what men cannot do, because naturally women are good multitaskers. We can multitask. I will reach in office early morning and first write a list of the things I need home. Luckily, I have some people, I have youth who I can send, run to the market, buy ABC, and I give them money to buy for me what I need at home. Then when I go home, it is time for my children, late in the evening. Of course, actually I don't go home in the evening. Most times I reach at night and I find my last born sleeping. The older ones sometimes wait. When it is too late, then they also sleep. But I will ensure that I've checked how they have slept. I'll check whether they have eaten well, and I will ensure that early morning I've talked to each one of them before they go to school. Because my husband, we are in the same institution, so currently he's not in the country, so I am doing the work of, I am doing all that concerns our home. I must do my office, because if I don't perform well at the office, then also the home will be mismanaged, because I need both to balance. I need peace at home, I need an organized home, I want happy children, and so I have to divide myself in all this. I have to be there to ensure that I have listened from my children, each of them in their different classes. I have to ensure that I give them what they need for school. I have to ensure that they have what to eat and what they love to eat. And I get all that because I am working. If I was not paying attention to my work, then I will be sacked or being in the forces. I can be sent far away where I will not even have the opportunity to have my children study in the city. So for me, it is an honor that as a mother, I have this challenging office, but the office helps me to sort my issues at home because I get a salary and I have transport to rush me where I have to go. I have to ensure that I balance and keep my office, but also keep my home. Coming to the husband, I have to submit. Being a Christian woman, I know that a woman is supposed to submit. But I also submit more when my husband loves me. It is so it cannot be only from me all the time. I also expect, and I am happy that my husband is also born again. So he gives me the love I need. He provides for me. He gives me comfort when I am shaken. So then I build confidence to come in the office saying, yes, at home I am safe, I am protected, I am loved, I am covered. I come in the office and become this hard woman that you see in the public because I have good backing at home. Yes, that is it. Otherwise, at home, when I am not happy, in the office things will be bad because I'll come with my frustration and throw everything around. But because even when he's far away where he is currently, not in this country, he gives a call to hear how I am. He comforts me. I am assured of his love. I'm assured of his protection. I'm assured of his counseling. So then I come and I find the gentleman in the office and I come this bold woman now. I'm like, it is time to work. So in the office I am That is it, Rema, for you. If you are still a youth, you have to build that muscle.
She takes pride in celebrating a bigger number of women serving in the NRM regime that has paved way for them to reach greater heights. How do you relate to the 2020 Women's Day theme, celebrating 25 years of the 1995 Constitution milestone of promoting gender equality and women empowerment in Uganda?
The Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, in particular the 1995 Constitution, brought women emancipation. And we have seen women grow from glory to glory, and we are now part of it. I am so honored to be in office myself, an office that men admire. So, by all means, it's an achievement worth celebrating, and I join the rest of the world, and in particular Uganda, to celebrate this, because since that constitution that brought in women emancipation, we had the first vice president who was a woman, was Dr. Speciosa Wandera Kaziwe. That was a great milestone, I think, in the whole world. I do not know how many women have been vice presidents in other countries. Then we are blessed to have the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament still serving and able serving as Speaker of Parliament and a woman. We have a number of women who are in big offices. Rest in peace, Lady Justice Letitia Chikonyogo, who was the Vice Chief Justice. Women have grown from glory to glory in this government, and we are very grateful to this government for women empowerment. We've been empowered. If you look at cabinet, a number of women are in senior ministries. Look at permanent secretaries in this country. We have great women as permanent secretaries, and I believe, and for sure anyway, in public service, that is the topmost position. Permanent secretaries, you have the lady Catherine Msingwire, permanent secretary, public service. We have the Minister of Health, Dr. Diana Twine. We have a number of them. You know them really. Cabinet ministers, I cannot mention all, but there are very many. We have constitutional commissions like Land Commission, headed by the chairperson, the Honorable Beatrice Viencha. So women in this country, we are empowered, and we feel great about it. So I join the rest of the world and the country, in particular Uganda, celebrate women emancipation and empowerment.
What inspires you in life?
What inspires me in life? It is one and topmost. What inspires me is my Christian values. I believe that God created me for a specific purpose, and for his purpose to come to pass, I have to be available to serve in whichever form, whichever status, whichever office he avails. So for me, every opportunity that comes my way, I grab it with thanksgiving, and I say, this is the place that the Lord has put me. I will be glad and serve him more. One of the women that inspire me in this country is the Honorable Mama Janet, the First Lady. A lady who has kept her beauty, kept her calmness in all seasons, even when she's accused, even when she's calm, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's a mother of the nation, she's a senior minister now. When she entered politics in Ntungam, she got the highest percentage of the voters, and it was because of her character. That's her home. So I want to be like her. I cannot be as calm, neither can I be as beautiful as she is, but I admire her. I really admire her. And when I got an opportunity to serve very close to His Excellency, the President, when he trusted me to serve in his inner office, I always ensured that I would borrow a leaf from Mama. How do you, when Mzee is bitter with a number of things, Mama, I would hide behind Mama because I knew that she knows him and she has been able to serve him in every way, to keep him a strong man, a strong president that we have, to keep him happy. So Mama Janet Museveni is one of the ladies that are empowered and godly, and I want to be like her. Anyway, I repeat that. So what inspires me is the call from God, and I am ready to serve him with all that I can as long as I live.
What don't people know about you?
Maybe what people do not know is that I am a God-fearing person, and I want things to be, I want things to be in order. I love my country, I love people, and I want to see justice. You see, justice and righteousness are the two principles of God, in addition to love. So you love one another as God loves you. And if you love one another, you will definitely promote justice and righteousness. So for me, when things are good, when everyone is doing their work, I am a jolly person. When things are bad, I turn my face and catch the wrong ones. Yes, I don't spare a wrong character once I get to know who they are.
What general advice would you give to the women watching you today?
My fellow women, let's submit to our husbands such that they give us the peace, they give us the counsel, they give us the comfort to come and serve better in our offices. Now, when you come from home, when you have quarreled, when the man has thrown everything at you and you're not sure of him coming back home, you will not have the comfort, you will not have the confidence, you will not have the ability to stand in public to tell the people that you are able to serve. We need the peace from home to serve our country better, to serve our offices with respect. The respect starts from home, just like the saying goes that charity begins at home. Let's make our homes, better places to rest from, to get our comfort from, such that we have the confidence to come and be public figures when we are respected in our homes. And I thank you, and it is a joy for me to have been given a chance to share my views. I thank you.